All right. Good evening. Hi, everyone. My name is Lindsaya, and I am so excited to be hosting just some beautiful stories that really inspire me, and I hope that they inspire you as well. We are definitely facing two health crises. That's funny. I don't know how to say that appropriately right now. It's 9 o'clock on a Tuesday, and I'm not drinking nothing but tea. But anyways, so there are two challenges that we are facing, and it really truly is wrapped. One is all around health. I mean, I don't think we have to look very far. You can watch TV for about 2 minutes. You'll see more advertisements in regards to medication. And obviously, if we're talking about more medicine, we know that we have more sick people. And the other thing is, I think it comes as no surprise to so many that finances are something that we're struggling with here in just security in the finances. So I know that for me, I just get so inspired to hear how so many people have taken really back the power and the ability to live a healthy life and also make some additional income or have a career or a side job, whatever some people call it, their side gig. But really, you can do anything along the lines and really, impact your life, both in your health and your wealth, with this amazing company. And so I'm so excited that we're going to have some stories this evening. And for those of you that this may be your first time with us, we are so lucky to have partnered with the Juice Plus company. We have amazing products that are all health focused. And so I love that everything that we do is really truly about bringing good health to people and improving people's health through whole food nutrition. So I love the fact that it's simple. We only have, really, I always say we don't have a brochure, but we carry one with us on our hand. So everything we do fits on one hand and we have a finger left over. The first thing that we have are amazing whole food nutrition shoved into a capsule. So we have over 35 plants. When you have, we have a beautiful trio that's 30 plus plants that are really whole food nutrition, wide variety, water washed, all these amazing things, essentially dehydrated, intensely nutritious produce put into a capsule or a gummy form. And then we also have additional plants because we have the very first ever plant-based, completely vegan, can we say no fish burps, omega, which is amazing. I don't know if any of you guys have ever taken an omega before, but I can tell you, not burping up fish, or even worse, not having my kids burp up fish, because I used to have like my baby on my hip and put the little dropper in his mouth, and like as soon as he would like burp, I seriously wanted to vomit. So I know my kids are as thankful as I am that the worst that happens with our fish oil is a delicious vanilla scent. And I love it. And I love, oh, my tower just turned off. I'll have to switch that for the next speaker. So that's one of the things we have. I have a tower right here in my living room, and it just put itself to bed. So I have a garden in my living room right across from me, and that is the next thing we do. We help people grow year round. And so I live in Michigan, the good old Mitten State, and it is actually nice today, but around this time of year, it's usually freezing. And so I'm able to grow indoor with the use of lights. And you just saw that it wakes itself up and it puts itself to bed. And ladies and gentlemen, that was not planned. I totally was actually depending on that light so you could see my face. So I love that we have, again, going back to the whole food nutrition, we have capsules, but we also have gummies for the kids. I love that because children can start really truly as soon as they have like a couple little teeth and they could chew on a typical, gummy. You can actually start eating the gummies, but they're plants. So my kids thought they were fruit snacks, and I was slyly getting in 30 plants, which this mommy had a big W in the win category, in my opinion. And then the third thing that we do is we have a whole food nutrition. I call it healthy food on the go or healthy fast food. The reality is most of us are running from place to place. If you're anything like me, I have 2 children. And so I just feel like we are go, go, go. And I love that I have whole food nutrition that I can shove into a water bottle so I can mix in some water and my daughter can have a shake with 15 plants in it, or I can throw a granola bar at them and they think they're absolutely delicious. They think they're having like a chocolate or cherry granola bar. And I, again, put like another W in the win category for mom because I'm squeezing in plants and my kids love the taste. So I love that. And then the fourth thing we do is that we have this beautiful opportunity that you're going to learn more about later tonight. And it really is available to anyone. And so we'll bring that to life later with some stories and a little bit more information about what we do. But like I said, no brochure. You walk around with it on your hands if you can count to 4, and you can talk about how to put food in people's body through whole food nutrition, giving people the opportunity to grow whole food nutrition, giving them convenient whole food nutrition, or if somebody also would like to share, that's all we do. And I love that. So we are going to move to our first story and really bring all of this to life. And so I'm going to have Amanda share with us today a little bit about her story and what has really impacted her life since she started including this incredible nutrition into her and her family's body.
Yep. Thanks, Lindsay. So I was going to do my hair and straighten it and be super cute for this. And I thought, no, you know what? I'm on the go. And I'm on the go as honestly a true gift and a blessing from God, because without the introduction to this nutrition, I am bedridden. I am couch ridden at best. And I have an incredible health recovery story. But before we get there, essentially my husband and I said yes to Juice Plus because we thought, you know what, we're eating a lot of white rice and white potatoes to get carbs in because we owned a CrossFit gym. I'm also a collegiate soccer coach and a college professor. We have 2 little boys who are 8 and 9, and we also homeschool them because we're crazy. And so for us, we just thought, we need in our more fruits and vegetables into our bodies, but then also into our kids' bodies. I had been battling, and I use the word had on purpose, an autonomic disorder that essentially was dictating how my days ran. And I have been to Mayo, to Cleveland Clinic, to Vanderbilt multiple times, to the best of the best in the country, only to arrive at pharmaceuticals left and right. I was on 2 to 4 Aleve a day for 10 years, which if any of you have a medical background was killing my organs, and on a beta blocker for 16 and a half years. So I thought, yeah, right, this Juice Plus thing, there's no way that these fruits and vegetables are possibly going to touch that, but at least I can lift better, I can recover from my workouts, I'll sleep better, hair, skin, nails, great. But most of all, as a mom, I just wanted to have the guilt of not getting enough vegetables into my kids' bodies. So what was really, really cool for us is as time passed, we were able to watch what we thought was just going to be this convenient little drop of nutrition in our lives. And let me tell you, we're squeaky clean eaters. For the most part, everybody cheats, but we do eat a really healthy diet already. So if you're sitting there thinking, oh yeah, I already do this, or I'm a vegetarian, I'm eating all fruits and vegetables and legumes, we were there with you. We just knew the power of nutrition, and we knew we weren't getting enough. So I will spare you a lot of details. I have a lot of details that are incredible. You can pick up the phone and I will call you and tell you about them. But about 6 weeks into Juice Plus for me, we started to notice that my son that had chronic ear infections, they're gone. He actually had tubes put in his ears, and then roll around to the spring, my son that suffers from seasonal allergies to the point where we could not open our windows, air conditioning only. He didn't even want to go play outside. He was miserable. All of a sudden that's gone. And I thought, this is really interesting. For me, 6 weeks into Juice Plus, I noticed that the pain, the inflammation in the wall of my heart just wasn't really there anymore. And I ran out of Aleve, and I thought, all right, I'm just competitive enough that I thought, let me give this stuff a run for its money. I didn't replace my Aleve supply. And about 3 weeks later, my husband caught me, and he went to the cabinet. He said, babe, where'd your Aleve go? And I was like, I didn't buy any. I haven't had any in 3 weeks, and I haven't had a single pain. And that's when we first started to realize, hey, there's something going on here. There's something that I've been missing nutritionally in my body for the last 16 years. Something's changing that pharmaceuticals and the best of the best physicians in the country couldn't figure out. And so fast forward to the next summer, so to July, and my blood pressure had gone from 70 over 50 unmedicated, 70 over 50, that's like the nurses are saying, are you dying? To 90 over 70 medicated for 16 years. And if I got over 100, if we were in triple digits, Shannon and I are like, oh my gosh, I drank too much coffee. This isn't possible. To 119 over 80. My doctor, who doesn't have the time of day for anything, actually came in the room and took my vitals himself. He said, what in the world is going on? And I had mentioned Juice Plus to him, and he looks at me and he goes, it's that stupid fruit and vegetable thing, isn't it? And I said, it has to be. I was like, that's the only thing that I've changed, literally the only thing. And so I said, do you think that I could go off my medication? And he was like, honestly, I don't see why not. And I said, okay, level with me. Like, why does this even make sense? And these are top-notch cardiologists. He said, honestly, I think you had a micronutrient deficiency that we never would have found otherwise, or it's done so much to help with your inflammation and gut health that this is the byproduct. So a year ago, October, I had a CrossFit related surgery, and I was like, you know what? I'm stuck on the couch, so let's just try this thing. You're picking up a pattern with my brain, aren't you? And I have been a year, sorry. I've been a year without putting a single pill in my mouth, other than pain medication from surgery, but no Aleve, no pharmaceuticals, no drugs, nothing. In fact, I found a day minder, one of those like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday things in my cabinet the other day, and it was full of my heart medication, and I just bawled my eyes out. And I thought, Lord, how incredible is this blessing that you brought this into my life that I never would have found otherwise. My husband will take it every day, will never change. My children take it every day. We noticed that. But tonight is the piece of the puzzle that we thought was hopeless, that we thought only a miracle, and this truly is a miracle, that I would come out on the other side of this. So again, there are tons of pieces I'm leaving out, but understand that the power of nutrition is so far beyond what I could have comprehended before, and I am just extremely grateful for Juice Plus.
Whew, I mean, I don't even know what to say outside of like, I was like covered in goosebumps. If you did not get goosebumps from that story, check your pulse. And she just gave you a whole bunch of like parameters of pulses that you're supposed to know. That is amazing, Amanda. And really, yes, I mean, it just goes right back to the power of nutrition. Thank you so much for sharing. And I know everyone on this line is just so thankful for your healing story and for your kind of newfound leash on life. So we are going to move to our next speaker, Sarah. She's absolutely incredible, and I just cannot wait for her to share, why she said yes, why she decided to kind of take the leap of faith and start adding in more whole food to her diet. So Sarah, can you unmute and join us?
Yeah, thanks, Lindsaya. My name is Sarah. I've been a nurse for almost 20 years now. Always loved being a nurse. The thing I hated the most about the medical field is that they're wrong. And I struggled a lot with just seeing people that were, never getting the answers that they should be getting. I always wondered, why are we just stuck on a pill instead of looking beyond the surface? And some people, that's all they want, is just give me a quick fix. I don't care what's wrong with me, just fix it. I've never been one of those people. If there's a problem, I'm always looking for a solution to the problem, not a quick fix. So about a year ago, I was diagnosed with some arthritis. I just thought I sprained my ankles a lot. Just a clumsy person. But I went to the ER and I went to a specialist, and both the doctors were really kind and saying, your ankles are like old ladies. And I thought they were joking, really, but the proof was in the fact that it was harder and harder to go working out, and it was just a struggle every night to go to sleep without taking something for pain. And I kind of put it in the back burner. Like, I thought, I just need to lose a lot of weight. If I didn't put that pressure on my ankles, then that would be the best solution for me. Well, that can be a really difficult challenge for some people, and for me it was. I remember challenging myself to eating just one fruit or or one vegetable every meal. And then if I had a snack, it had to be a fruit or a vegetable. And that challenge lasted for about a day. And I was back to square one. Like, how am I going to get good food in my body consistently? Literally, that was about 2 weeks before I met this amazing woman who told me how her family's lives have changed, how things have turned around for them. And it wasn't a pill that they were taking, it was something they were ingesting that was clean and organic and totally up my alley. Like, this is amazing. And I really felt like I had to chase this person down to find out more about what it is that they're doing to cause such amazing changes. And it wasn't with side effects, you know? So my whole family started doing the Juice Plus or eating Juice Plus the end of May. One of the things that we noticed right away was just craving more good food. And just slowly by adapting this really one super easy change, just has this domino effect in our lives. So other thing my teenage children enjoy is that their skin is a lot clearer, and they notice that. Their friends notice that. I've had compliments on my skin, which, you know, a young 40-something could always use a little perk in that area. And so that's been great. But I've been doing a couple shred 10s with the complete shakes. And I've noticed after the last one, which just was a few weeks ago, I went to bed and I was like, oh my gosh, I am not in pain. My ankles are not throbbing. So I feel like we're just at the beginning of this. I feel like this is a change that's going to continue to take effect in our lives. And I really have found it just amazing and something that you can't not share with other people. And I'm just excited to see what the next 6 months could bring. Thank you.
Oh, Sarah, thank you so much for sharing. I know I can relate to the less pain being a CrossFit athlete and with recovery. So anything reducing pain and inflammation in their body is a win for me. I love it so much. All right. So that actually leads me into our next story. I happen to know this girl. I met her at CrossFit, and Evis, I would love for you to join us and share your story about recovery and your journey with Juice Plus.
Okay, everyone can hear me now? Okay, perfect. Hi, guys. My name is Evis. I started 4 years ago. I decided to lose, not that much, but I was a couple of pounds more heavier. And I decided to join a CrossFit gym. This is where my fitness health journey began. So during the first months of CrossFit, I fell in love with the overall changes I was, seeing in my body. I was so happy. I was losing weight. I was changing shape, but that wasn't enough. I didn't want to look skinny anymore after 6 months of CrossFit. I decided that I wanted to be stronger. I wanted to get leaner. I wanted to be faster. I was so in love with the sport, and I was like, oh, I need to get better. I don't want to be skinny anymore. So I started to doing more intense workouts, longer. I was working out for 1 hour or 1 hour and a half to achieve my goals. But then I found myself like dragging through life. I was so tired all day. I couldn't do my everyday chores. I just wanted to nap. I was so sore like every day. So I decided that something was missing. I was like, this is weird. Like there has to be another way. Like I shouldn't be feeling like this way all the time. So I started like to dig in a little bit more in nutrition, and starting to add like more real food into my diet, like more fruits and veggies, more lean meats and stuff, to achieve my goals, to make me perform better at my sport that I loved so much. And that's, when I I started like watching my diet, and then I also used to take the omega-3s, like the fish oil, like Lindsay mentioned before. The only thing I was burping fish all the time. So it was through CrossFit that I actually find out about Juice Plus, like about, I don't know, maybe 8 months ago. We started taking like the 3 little bottles. For me and my husband, we started first taking the pills, and then my daughter joined us. And I think, I don't know, 3 months ago, it was when, like 3 or 4 months, when the omega-3 came. I ordered them because I wanted, the plant-based, which are great. I've been taking those, and it's like huge difference. I can totally tell when I run out of them, I'll be super sore. Like I'll be like, I'm like, my traps are killing me, my arms, my legs, everything. And so I cannot live a day without them. I need to take them every day. So that was, the big hug. It was just like to get more fruits and veggies, because sometimes I don't have the time to make like 6 salads a day or something, but I know my body needs that. My body needs that to feel good and perform good at the gym. But then, guess what? My husband, one day he comes and said, like, I want to eat an apple. And I'm like, no, you can't. You're allergic to apples and almonds and many fruits and veggies. And he like, oh, well, I'm just going to take a bite because I can't hold it anymore. So guess what? Now he can eat almonds, apples, peaches so far, without getting his mouth swollen or like I don't know how to say it, Lindsay, but you know what I mean, like the thing in your throat. I'm sorry, English is my second language, guys. I forgot to say that. So it's been a huge blessing for us. I mean, for all the family. My husband is like totally in love with them because he now can eat, things he couldn't before. And I'm super happy with my performance. I'm not sore. I can go hard if I want to. And I don't feel guilty if I didn't eat 6 salads a day. So thank you, guys.
Oh my gosh, you have me giggling. And so what I should share is I did not know about her husband and his reduction of allergies until today. She just shared that today, and I was blown away. But it goes back to the power of food. Whew, okay, so I mean, those stories just touch my heart, and we're gonna make a transition and move into, what does it look like sharing this amazing nutrition, and how do we do that? What is it that we actually do? Because if you're like probably all of us on this call today, at one point we were all very first time we were learning, and you start learning about it and you hear these stories and you start thinking of your sister or your aunt or your daughter who may have experienced or have something that resonates with you, or the call reminded you of them. And so for all of us, I know that that's really where it starts. And so we are going to actually have Kate join us, and she's going to share with you a little bit about our opportunity.
Hey, thanks, Lindsay. Hi, everybody. So yeah, like Lindsay said, I think when we all hear these amazing stories, it's hard not to think about someone that you'd want to share this with. And and all of my friends, it's not some magic pill that's going to like grow your arms and legs back. Although hearing Amanda's story almost, and the others, it does sound pretty magical. And the results that people get when they eat this nutrition really is remarkable. So it's hard not to want to share. So when I was looking at the business and I wanted to learn more about it, I came to realize that the business that most of us work in actually looks something like this. I hope this isn't backwards. But at the top, you have a CEO, right? And then you might have a middle management layer, and then you might have your field workers down here, and all of us start down here. And in order to move up from this level, move up this ladder, it's possible for some people. We may not all get to this top level, right? But as you move up the ladder, what comes with that is generally increased responsibility. Yeah, yes, that work home. I know that I've seen that in this household. You might be given a company phone, but then that means that your boss can call you whenever they want. So, and then ultimately, very few people actually reach this top level, right? So, in our and out with our opportunity, we've actually just flipped that completely. So we all start down here. And if you are looking to move up the ladder and you want to reach this top position called National Marketing Director in our company, all you need to do is share with people. And in order to reach that top level, we're just helping people. We help people get healthier and we help them with their finances. And you cannot be in this business and not have a giving heart and someone that wants to share people. So we can't be salesy and we can't be like icky about things, because really we all are just loving a product and we're wanting to share it. So what does that look like? What do we actually do? We only do 3 things. We eat the product, we talk about the product, and then we share our results. It's pretty amazing. And so some of the things that really spoke to me and that I love most about our specific company within this industry is that we don't have to have any inventory in our home. That's not what our family is eating ourselves. So there was no startup kit that I had to purchase in order to start up this business of mine. I was already eating the product. And so I paid just $50 and it got me a website. And all I do is I talk to people and I share what I have learned and my own experiences about the product. And the company takes care of everything else. They ship the product, they collect the money. Literally all I'm doing is sharing and then following up with my customers and making sure that they're also having an amazing experience. We basically are just getting paid for referrals. So I'm one of those people that naturally likes to tell people about things that I love. I know that I share, if I went to a great restaurant, I'm going to tell everyone about it. I know for certain that Dyson has not given me any money for all of the vacuums I've helped them sell, because it is the best vacuum, right? So I don't get paid for that, but I can get paid for this. And it's something that I will continue to share because I absolutely believe in it. We literally work from our phone. That's our office. We don't have to go anywhere. We don't have to, there's really no requirements of us, like I said, other than sharing with our friends and taking really great care of our customers. And then the last thing that really spoke to me is that when you reach that highest level called National Marketing Director in our company, you get full corporate benefits, which is so incredibly generous of our already generous company. And so that is what's really spoken to me. And that's kind of what made me paint a bigger vision for myself. So that's what I love about this company and this industry. And I know we're going to hear some amazing stories from some people about how this business has affected them.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kate. And definitely this will be, when I reach that top position, I mean, this will be the first time in my adult life that I am able to supply my family with any benefits. I've been an entrepreneur, really, my mom says, like out of the womb, but since I was little. And so that is definitely something that not only brings me excitement, but I am so proud to really step into that and take that responsibility off of my husband. And he can dream then. So I am so excited for our next speaker. We're going to really bring to life, you've learned what our business is, but this business gifts so many. I just shared with you what it has gifted, a little piece of what it's gifted me. And we're going to really bring this to life with stories from some of these wonderful women and how it has changed their life and impacted them. So Lori, would you please be so kind to share with us?
I can. Thank you, Lindsaya. Hi, everyone. I'm Lori. What Kate said was just so amazing and why I said yes to this business, but a little bit about my story. I had owned a brick and mortar business for about 5 years, and my bills, it was a pretty big business. I had 18 employees. My bills ran about $40,000 a month. I did that for 5 years. I lived an hour from where I worked, and after 5 years, the lease was up, and I could say, I could go on another 5 years or go on a different journey. So I decided to go on a different journey and work closer to home. So I am still, I have that entrepreneur spirit. I work for myself in a salon. I'm a hairdresser, and I rent my own chair. And I was, I always believed in the network marketing business. Kate was the one that introduced me to Juice Plus, and I had been taking it for a few months before, I decided to take a look at the business with her. I'd said no, but I started to have these amazing things happen that the woman shared in the beginning, like not getting sick, allergies taken care of, skin. So, and then for every reason that Kate said, I decided to join the business. For a $50 startup fee, I could work from my home. I don't have to pay this rent. I don't have employees. It was just kind of a no-brainer. But also, and as that came along, I ended up going through a divorce, which I'm going through now. And being an entrepreneur, working for myself, I don't have health insurance. I don't have benefits. I get those from my husband, soon to be ex-husband. But all of our money in this divorce or when we were married. And so I'm losing health insurance benefits and stuff like that. So when I found out that this company had these great benefits, medical benefits, that I could take care of myself, take ownership of my situation, then it was awesome. It was awesome that this company does that. No other company I have been involved with has ever had that. So that was really exciting. So that's a big reason, I said yes, because it was so simple, and it's now going to be my plan B into my plan A. So I'm excited. Thanks, Lindsay.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, sounds like a couple of us have those things in common, just loving the idea of benefits. And I know that we'll be excited because we have Jen on, and she's going to share from a different perspective really what excited her and why she decided to lock arms, not just eat the product, but lock arms with the business.
Thank you so much for having me, Lindsay. So yeah, I'm loving these stories, and I'm thinking back to what everybody's saying, like when I first heard about Juice Plus, there's no way I wasn't going to share it, because I have so many friends that are going through so many different health crises. There's just no way I wasn't going to tell people. I definitely wasn't looking for anything else to put on my plate. I had a very full plate and a couple side jobs, 2 busy kids. But again, I knew I was going to share, so it definitely made total sense for me to do the business. It was only $50. I knew I could help people. I knew I could improve people's health, so that all made sense. What I wasn't expecting, and what I did find, was just this amazing community of wellness warriors that are all on the same mission. We're all out for the same thing. Like, we were talking about corporate America and how you have to clock. And I've had jobs in the past where I knew I'd never get to the top. And people were clawing their way to the top and miserable in their jobs. And when I walked into this business and found this group of people that not only supported you, we weren't fighting to get to the top, right? We weren't going to see who could beat the other one there. We're all lifting each other up because we all want everybody to get to the top position. So that's just the main thing I love about it. The community, the just the whole mission. It's a totally mission-driven company. Do we have a business where we make money? Yes, we do. But it's, I feel so great about it. I've never pushed a product. I've never believed in a product. I've never taken a product. And wow, it's just, I feel so good about it. And if I make money doing it, that's great, right? I mean, we're helping people. The more people I help, the more money I make. So it's a win-win. I'm going for the time freedom, the financial freedom. My husband's self-employed. In the past, we've had really rough years where it was a struggle. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I should probably get a job. I've been a stay-at-home mom for over 10 years, which I love. And that's a full-time job. But so yeah, I love contributing, and my top goal is to get the benefits. We pay a lot of money for benefits that we don't use because we're so completely healthy now. And that's, it's really aggravating. So I want the benefits. I want the time freedom. I love this community. I get to work with my best friends and feel really good about what I do. So it's a total win-win for me.
Oh, well, it is. And it's crazy because even if you come in not knowing anyone, you end up making all of these amazing friends and building all of these incredible relationships. I know just looking at all of the pictures here, there are people I would have never crossed paths with who are now like, I talk to them on a regular basis and I get to see them multiple times a year. And it is such a blessing. You guys, I swear to God, I'm not drunk. I just can't talk tonight. So anyways, we're going to move to someone who can talk, our final speaker, Holly, who I just love everything about her. And so Holly, will you please jump on and share your story?
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
I believe so. Oh, you're
okay, good. Okay. Well, I started as a raving fan with Juice Plus, and we saw all sorts of, the changes that everyone's saying they're seeing, we saw in my family. And also I had a peace of mind that I had never had. And of course, just like everyone else, I'm going to share this positive, experience, and I'm going to share it with the people I love, starting with the people I love. And then I share it all the time with the people I meet, because it's so powerful and in my life. And so my friend said, you can refer them to me, or you can, you can start to share, and you can take care, you can provide customer care for the people that. And well, yeah, that sounds amazing. That's what I want to do. Also, behind the scenes, what my friend didn't know was my husband and I are both educators. My husband's getting his PhD, and I have my master's, and those are expensive. And so we have debt still. And debt to come as my husband finishes his PhD. And as educators, we're kind of locked in to where we are. And so for us, this was an amazing opportunity, and it has been wonderful. And I know what I make, the money I make, the check that comes in, is because I'm helping people, and that has been the biggest reward. And then there are other rewards, like right now, our kitchen is being redone, and I could never do that without my Juice Plus business.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. Home remodels, right? Those are great ways to reward ourselves for helping other people. Because I don't know, but I spend a lot of time in that darn kitchen. So we're going to, just to circle back and close up and thank you all. Thank you everybody who contributed, for all the beautiful stories, and for everyone who was on today. The reality is that we have not only an amazing product and a couple things, just to recap, and also that I didn't mention, we talked about the generosity of our company, and we have the ability to sponsor children complimentary with every adult order. So a children's health study, and that's remarkable. Whoever invited you, you can absolutely ask them about that opportunity. The product is tried and proven. We have nearly 40 published researches, and we are constantly having our product under extreme scrutiny. And I love, love, love that it always comes back with just amazing results. So you can ask whoever invited you to give you more information about that as well. And we have also third-party verification called NSF certification on our products that certifies everything that we say is in the product is actually in the product. So it's on the label and in the product. And also that nothing is in the product that isn't on the label. I love that. And that it's completely contaminant free. So just really clean produce, which to me is very important. It really is kind of the standard. And so then we talked about the amazing business opportunity, and the business opportunity allows us to have, freedom, both time freedom, but also financial freedom. And residual income isn't something that I really knew much about, but there aren't really a lot of ways to earn money in the future for work that you're doing today. You can invent something, you can invest really well in the stock market, you can buy real estate. Those are a couple of ways you can earn residual income, but they're not easy and they're not cheap. And this is $50 investment, and with an opportunity to, make this as big as you want. And I love that. And truly your paycheck is a direct reflection of lives you are changing. So the how-to with this business is so easy. There's already a successful system in place. Our business is booming. So, anybody, it doesn't matter your age, your race, how many letters you have behind your name. This truly is an opportunity anybody can step into if it's something that speaks to you. And so I always, like to end with, why would you do this? Why would you? What are you saying no to right now that is no longer okay to say no to? Or what have you had enough of? Are you sick of fearing when the mail lady comes because bills just keep piling up? Or is there something you would like to be able to do? I was able to take my husband on a 10-day trip to Italy this year, and that would have never been possible. And it's a memory that is truly priceless. So, what are you saying no to? And is this something maybe that you want to circle back and have a conversation about? So please make sure that if you have any questions, we are truly here to just be your source of information so you can make the best, educated decision for yourself. So please reach back to the person who invited you. And again, thank you so much for spending your beautiful Tuesday evening with all of us.